I hadn't started recording the class, and now I am. Yes, I
Okay.
forgot completely. 1 hour into the class.
Eh, that he had to follow the guides when descending, the other people who was guided. Oh, I don't know.
But what was the
I'm back.
correct answer?
I don't know. Here you can say.
Uh-huh.
Ah,
Follow the guide.
just one
When
guide.
descend.
I thought it was
Mhm.
for a nest.
Brad
I'm back
Brad
from
always wears a
helmet.
helmet, but I always prefer to go on foot with a helmet on.
But he also wears a backpack.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
An elbow. What was
Confidence jumps
wrist?
wrists.
Against. Against. Puta, no, against. It was, let's say, that
Brad
it's
advises
better to put it.
against putting your weight on your
Uh-huh.
wrists because they're more likely to
The wrists
break
are more
than
likely to get
elbows.
injured. Yeah. It says it's like advices. He say it's better to, because he advised to put the weight
Uh-huh,
on the elbows that are stronger.
uh-huh. And less likely to break than wrists. Wrists are more likely to break.
Or stronger and less likely to be injured than wrists. Exactly. Um. Yes.
You see,
Okay.
it's pretty
Okay.
pretty pretty
This
much
one.
pretty
Mhm.
much similar to what you missed in the exam. In the exam, you missed 4. Here you missed only 3. So
Mhm.
obviously, you can continue practicing. This is something you could practice here in this page, for example. There is another page called Flow Joe, and that one even you can download it into your cell phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let me show you that one. Yeah.
This is good because you can listen and then practice. Because, for example, I heard guide, but it's guide one
Mhm.
or two.
Yeah, and you see, one little thing can make a difference.
Yes.
One little word, and it
And
can
yes,
really make a
just
difference.
one. It's because one guide or two guides.
Yes. Look here. This is FlowJo, the place on the web for Cambridge English exams.
Okay.
This FlowJo website, it's really a good one. It has a bunch of different resources for Cambridge exam. It's
Oh,
official,
no.
FlowJo. You can
Yeah.
even download it as an application on your cell phone.
Yeah.
Yes. And here, again, you select the one that you want to practice for,
Yeah.
and you
F2
can
first.
practice, yes, and you can
Yeah.
practice
Uh,
uh, different things. You can do
where?
practice group writing.
Where is the listening?
No, in here, there is no, oh, here, wait a second. Practice tests. And in practice test, you go to reading and use of English, reading and use of English. Aquí solo está reading and use of English. Déjeme ver qué más hay. Sí, solo está reading and use of English en esta parte de aquí. FCE, writing class, weekly update, sign up writing makeovers, linking words, proofreading. Ya, no, ¿dónde fue que yo vi el FlowJo? Exams, FCE. Bueno, pero para reading and use of English es que hay, yo no vi para listening. Porque los practice tests, déjenme ver si hay acá más. No, this is resources to buy. No, we want for free. We want for free. Yes. Yes, only reading and writing. Here you have FlowJo. I'm sorry, you have reading and use of English. My bad. You have test 1,
Yeah.
test 2, test 3,
Mhm.
of all the parts.
Mhm.
Yes. Then you have all the parts. Part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 4 diferentes tests para practicar. Aquí está Flow Joe.
Yeah.
Ya.
Yeah.
Para listening, podemos hacerlo aquí en la otra página que le dije, English Exam.
Yes.
.info.
I think this is the one that I have to pursue the most.
Yes.
That is the one I score the best.
Listening. And also the reading and write, the reading, not the use of English, because use of English, you are great. The reading parts.
What is
Now,
the use of English? When we select the words, isn't it?
Yes, look, let me show you. When here, I made a presentation for you guys, and I told you which parts of the exam was reading and which part of the exam was use of English. So let me show you, so that when you are doing the practice test, you choose the parts that are about reading. This is it. Yes. Yes, this is it.
Hay audio.
No,
Yeah.
look here. Only parts 2 to 4 test your use of English abilities, while parts 1, 5, 6, and 7 are testing your reading abilities. Entonces, para que usted practique, porque usted en el use of English está muy bien. Yo lo que sugeriría es que practicáramos las partes de reading específicamente, y usted puede, ya tiene las fotitos, ya puede ver en cuál fue que falló más. Si fue en la parte 1, en la parte 5, en la parte 6 o en la parte 7. Entonces usted practica aquellas partes específicamente del examen. ¿Sí ve? Le voy a mandar una no, le voy a mandar el link de sí, la captura de esta imagen para que la tenga en cuenta.
Sí nos la pasó, tú nos la mostró en el...
Ajá, en la presentación, sí, esta presentación yo la hice para cuando fui.
1, 2, 3 is reading. Is part 1 to 3 of the reading, right? Because there is another part 1 and 2 for
no, en el cuadrito de arriba, mire la fotito que le envié, en el cuadrito de arriba dice only parts 2 through 4, o sea, 2, 3, and 4 son use of English.
Yes.
Y las partes 1, 5, 6, and 7 es the reading.
1, 1, 5. Yeah, so in the reading, I have to read part 5, 6, and 7, because part 1,
y part 1. Part 1, I think it's super easy.
It wasn't bad. Part 3.
Pero 5, 6, and 7 sí está un poquito más complicated. Yes, ma'am. So,
no,
si
I scored the lowest on the 7, part 7 and part 3.
Ya. Y part 3 realmente fue use of English, no fue reading.
Pero, ¿cómo voy a escribir mal decision, Grace?
Se le pasó.
Never mind. Okay, yes. So it is, just to remember, it's like reading, use of English, writing, listening, speaking, and then for each one, there are several parts, isn't it?
Correct.
Right, and for example, the one we are having, we're watching now, is paper 1 of the reading, and in that, the most important are 1, 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah, the ones, those are the ones that...
No, the most important. The one I could
practice more.
Practice more, exactly. Yeah.
Because it's in the reading section. I think that you could increase scores there. Because if you increase the scores in reading, then your score is gonna go up. Because at the moment, what you did in the mock test, for example, it gave you B2 level when you could easily be a C1 level.
C1, because I was 33 out of 37. I was closer than in the listening that I was lower. I don't know which level is C1 in listening.
And
I was further away from
I'm going to send you a picture of this. Don't mind my notes.
A strategy now. You are now my strategic manager.
Of course, and I would love to yes, I'm loving it. Here is how far you were. Look, this is what. Don't mind my note. Like it's a mess, but.
Yeah. You're right. You are suggesting that first I enforce or review or practice more the reading in the 5 seconds, in the reading part, so I can
more
get closer.
More specifically, now that you saw your exam and which part you missed, in your case, it would be best to practice on 6 and 7, right? Because 5, you did very well. 1, you did very well. So now, more specifically, you need to practice the parts that you missed out marks. And then you notice something different. You notice that in the use of English in part 3, you made mistakes. But you didn't make like very drastic mistakes, like very little ones, very tiny ones. So yes.
Yeah.
I think that reading and use of English is difficult to increase the mark. You know why? Because a estas alturas no vamos a aprender inglés. A estas alturas no vamos a irnos a aprender phrasal verbs, por ejemplo. A estas alturas, lo que podemos es agilitar el proceso de reading comprehension. Lo que podemos es, de pronto, incorporar nuevas palabras en nuestro vocabulario. Lo que podemos es ponernos como que más alertas con reading comprehension.
But I got a 25, so it's like I'm more comfortable in that area. But my weakest point are reading and listening.
That's what exactly. Entonces, mire, la última foto que le acabé de enviar, si usted se acerca a cada tablita, ¿no verdad? En la sección de reading es la parte que le decía, por ejemplo, el B2 es a partir del 24, ¿correcto? Entonces, y C1 a partir del 37. Entonces, no es que le faltaba mucho tampoco para llegar al C1 level.
No, pero ya promedio, teniendo un más, ya promediaba más para que ese sea el que me catapultaba al siguiente.
Correcto. Sí, entonces hay que empezar a pensar, como usted dice, estratégicamente hablando, cómo lo hacemos que as a whole you get the C1 level that you need. Because in your case, you could easily get C1 if you make...
I obtained C1 before, but it's like if I forget, if I don't practice. I had my certificate, my previous certificate is C1.
For Cambridge, or do you take a different kind of exam?
Let me see. I don't know if it was Cambridge or which one. Then EFT. I don't remember. Let me find.
Yeah, the EF. EF set, creo que es.
Yes.
But that's not the level of a Cambridge exam.
Yes.
Not the prestigious that a Cambridge exam. Cambridge exam is like worldwide, well known. So when you have a certification from Cambridge, like it's another level of certification. Like it's very well respected in the English speaking community. When you are certified by Cambridge, it's very much respected.
Yes. It was EF set.
And I think an EF set is something that you take online.
Well, that was the hold on.
Yeah, mire.
Share? Just 1 second. in February 2023. I got, he had said,
That's pretty good.
C1. How much? You know,
50.
you see,
Ah,
my
mire, ve.
listening, yes, you're right. 57. My
Y reading. Mire su reading.
71.
En reading le salió bien.
Uh-huh.
Salió bien.
That is the only certificate or report. Mm-hmm.
Pero no, no
Okay.
les toman writing, ¿verdad?
I don't remember what we had to do.
Porque no veo que diga algo de writing.
That is the only report.
Ujú.
I think, let me see if I have another one. In 2021, I don't remember where is it, but I think I had another certificate in 21.
Ese de ahí es el 2023.
Here. No, the EF set was 23, and this is in
Yeah.
21. I was B2, 41/50.
Y Cambridge
Right.
English Placement Test.
I don't know how is that. It's score 41/50, but so it's around that.
Okay. I don't know what kind of exam they took.
Well, those are the one. So my interest is not to fall too below of the scores, and evidently we need to practice because it's not my mother language. So I understand, but probably so I feel confident that I understand, and why I
Right.
score the less in listening.
Because I know that some of the audios, they're using a lot of idioms, like idiomatic expressions that we probably haven't heard before. Or maybe it's also a matter of like reading and listening at the same time, and you don't know what fits in that space. It's a tough situation to be in. I mean, so definitivamente it's. I understand. I also score very low. I also scored very low in listening, in the listening section. I took a C2 exam the last time, and I couldn't make it. I couldn't make the C2.
Yes.
I
You are
missed it.
C1.
I'm C1.
You are the professor.
For Cambridge, yes, I was this close to getting a C2, but I didn't get it. And then when I was doing all of the things for all the paperwork when I got into Colegio Menor, because this is my first year working at Colegio Menor, they had me take a test that they take, a specific test for them, that for their company, I don't know, but I got a C2 for that, in that exam.
Okay. What is the Colegio Menor?
In San Borondón, in Ciudad Celeste, Avenida Ciudad Celeste. Yes, all the way over there. So when I got it, I was like, oh, I am not going to get C2 level. I was already very, disappointed in myself. I was like, I just failed that test, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it. And then, bam, you're C2. I was like, wow, interesting. So yes, what that goes to tell you
right?
that, uh-huh,
The listening practice. This is
yes.
just the listening? How did I get here?
In the practice test there we have.
Practice test, again, practice
You have,
test.
look, go down, practice tests. Ahí está, reading and use of English y también speaking
Okay.
examples.
Okay.
Incluso se los puede imprimir, ahí decía que se puede imprimir si desea.
No, but it's in here is,
It's easier, probably.
but this is the only one or, and
No,
where do
there
I
are
get
more
another
tests.
one of these?
Get out, go back. Remember que son, dice practice test 1, practice test 2, practice test 4.
Ah, here. Okay.
Can
I
so
do
we
another
have
one?
different practice. I'm sorry?
Or should I do another one of these or what do you recommend?
Well, definitely, if you want, if you feel like doing another one, yeah, we can do another one. But before we do that, I think in the speaking, you don't need to practice. I think we've practiced enough here with the speaking. You're gonna be great in speaking. So, and reading, we already noticed that we need to practice for the part 6 and 7. Use of English, I don't think you need to practice. I think you're fine.
Listening is my big.
Writing, that's writing. I think you do need to do some work. More than likely for more with the structure. Yes, so that you write according to Cambridge expectations, so that you so that you score a higher mark, and you reassure your.
In this week, you have already emphasized about the structure of each way of writing. For example, I didn't know, I just learned this week about the article, the email and those things. And this week you have highlighted that.
So for example, yeah, article check. Essay, check. Structure of the essay, Perfect. But I do think that we could definitely definitely think that we could practice a little with the structure of a review, a report, which we haven't looked into. So that's another thing that we can keep in our
How
list.
is a review? What is the difference of review? No, what should I have? What should I do in
A review,
review?
it's basically what it is, a review. For example, you read a book and you tell me your opinion about that book.
Okay.
Yeah. So it depends on what the prompt is asking you. So the prompt may be asking you, okay, there is we are accepting reviews for a restaurant. Talk to me about a restaurant that you have attended. Tell me the good and the bad. So then you structure your review in 2 big paragraphs, the introduction, and the 2 paragraphs that you're going to discuss the good, and then the other one that you're going to discuss the bad, and then another paragraph that you're going to talk about the recommendation, and that's it. That's the structure, pretty much the review. So it's different because if you remember the article needs a title, but in the case of the review, you need subheadings, which we don't need for articles, for example. You see? So definitely, those are the little things that we need to be able to identify if we want to write. And again, remember yesterday we were talking about, Grace, but what if I get the topics that I don't feel comfortable writing about because I don't know enough? And you're like, you know what? I think I could do better if I know a lot about the topic. Okay. So then if that is your case and you already know yourself that that's you, so then you need to have the freedom of being able to write about whatever structure. Because you prefer to write about the topic that you know more about. And chances are that you don't know what you're gonna get. If it is an article, if it is a review, you don't know. Y esto, como dijo Andrés, esto de inventarme algo como que no se me da. Entonces, si no se nos da, entonces de ley tenemos que escoger un tema que se nos hace fácil escribir o que sabemos bastante sobre ese tema. Entonces,
it was
por esa
something
razón.
about environmental or ecological. I don't know what I was talking about.
But you sounded like, I remember what you wrote, but you sounded very, very informed, very well informed.
No, but it's not as much. No, but I'm a lecturer. I should know more about ecological things, but I didn't know. The only know is my only topic.
Carola, you need to know this this, I always say this, you gotta fake it until you make it.
It's taken. Yes.
I always say it, but it's so true.
But at least, uh, I think in the speaking is not only what we speak, but also like the intention or the passion, predisposition to speak with your examiner. Like it's
Yes.
also
Okay,
like
predisposition,
adding
por
some
ejemplo, esa
thoughts.
palabra, predisposition no existe en inglés. We will
Okay.
say the willingness.
The willing.
Willingness. Let me write it for you.
Yes.
A veces, willingness, like that. Yeah. So that's what I could do when we're talking. Of course, we're communicating in English the whole time, and I can definitely, you know, correct you some words because there are tiny things here and there. But I think your communication is very consistent. So I don't think you'll have trouble there.
Yes, but if you see that my score with the difference with the level C1 level, for example, reading, I was 33 out of 37, which was the next level, is 4 points. But in
That's
the
not much.
listening, I was 23 out of 27, also 4. But those 4 of the listening are higher or more difficult
For you to get.
I
No,
think because it's no, I'm just
not necessarily. I just believe that we need practice. Our ears, and you even said it, right? That you haven't been practicing much English. Our ears is like a muscle. We have to stretch it out. We have to, and our brains too, you know, you haven't been speaking English with other people. So of course we get rusty. We forget words and sometimes when you start speaking English and then you practice it, then it all comes back, you know?
like
Es como que desempolvamos lo que está guardado y ya, es época de frío, saquemos todo ese English
of
kind
course,
of thing. And that's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Okay, I think today has been very informative. It's like we are making a strategy out of
Yes.
analyzing the results.
But we can do another listening activity if you wish. I think we have enough time to make another, to do another one.
Yes.
You know what? This time you can share your screen and then I will see your process. In that way, whoever watches this class, they can see what they can do in the website. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to the link you send me. Exam info, take 2, test 2, and then I go here, go to listening, and you recommended, like first I read the whole sentence or the paragraph, although they also give us 45 seconds to read.
I will definitely play the audio and then do what the audio says. That way you feel like an exam.
Okay. Can I read with the empty spaces so you correct my pronunciation? For example, Marcus was staying in when he first tried mooncake. Marcus's favorite kind of mooncake has a filling made of. Marcus said that he likes to have with mooncake. Mooncake is popular during the Moon Festival, which last year was held in. The mooncake Marcus was given during the festival had a shape of a on the top. Marcus was surprised to learn the mooncake is rarely made in China. Rarely.
Yeah, that's good. That was good.
The people Marcus was staying with received mooncake from there. His host family gave Marcus a mooncake. He had a slightly flavor. Marcus was told that many years ago, people used mooncakes to send to each other. After people had read what was written on the mooncake, there is something. you will hear a man called Marcus Fisher talking about mooncake and the traditional Asian bakery products. For question, complete the sentence. Okay.
You will hear a man called Marcus Fisher talking about mooncake, a traditional Asian bakery product. For questions 9 to 18, complete the sentences with a word or short phrase. You have 45 seconds to look at part 2.
Ya mismo me vienen a entregar. Por si acaso, Jimmy, para que estés ahí. Jimmy, sí. Ajá, sí, ya mismo. Por si acaso, Jimmy, ya mismo, para que le recibas, no seas malito. What is a mooncake?
Mooncake has long been popular among the Chinese community in many Western societies. And of course, it first appeared in China many centuries ago. And it's also extremely popular in countries such as Indonesia and Thailand. But I hadn't actually tasted it until I visited Japan some years ago. I enjoyed it so much that since then, I've eaten it in places as far apart as Vietnam and the Philippines, each time being pleasantly surprised by the differences in appearance, ingredients, and flavour. Of the traditional types in China, I very much like those filled with egg, dried fruit, or seeds. Though, for me, the one that really stands out has nuts inside. All of these kinds are quite sweet, as of course are the more modern varieties filled with chocolate or ice cream, though I'm not so keen on those. Whatever the type of mooncake, though, it is best accompanied by tea. I certainly drank lots of it when I was in Shanghai last year, rather than my usual favourite coffee with milk. I was fortunate enough to be there while people were celebrating the Moon Festival, an annual event that sometimes takes place in October, or September. In other years, it's been held only just after the end of August. During the festival, I learned a lot more about mooncake from the Chinese family I was staying with. I noticed the form of a rabbit on the upper surface of the one I was about to bite into, and it was pointed out to me that others may have flowers on the top, or the name of the bakers written there. Mooncake is traditionally seen as a way of bringing families closer together, so I'd assumed that most Chinese people baked their own at home. But when I asked the family about that, they said few did, mainly because it's so difficult to prepare. Nowadays, of course, people in towns and cities often buy mooncakes in supermarkets, and at that time of year, many are received as presents in different boxes. Although living in Shanghai, the family originally came from the city of Ningbo, further up the coast in the northeast, and as a gift, they gave me a mooncake to take with me when I left. This one differed from the general sweet varieties that there are in China, in that it tasted what it felt salty, on account of the fact that it was made from locally produced ingredients that included meat. By this time, I was becoming fascinated by everything connected with mooncake, and I asked the family to tell me a little about its history. They told me it first became popular in the 14th century, during the time of the Ming Revolution, when people passed on secret messages to one another, was writing on the top of 4 mooncakes. To understand the code, the cakes had to be cut into 4 slices each, and then joined with those from the other cakes to complete the message. This took place on the day of the Moon Festival, which then, as it still is today, was one of the most important dates in the Chinese calendar. Once the message had been received, the evidence soon disappeared. Another fried mooncake, although presumably in that case, the secret letter was burnt once it had been read.
So,
That is the end of part 2.
burn, Firm or firm? Let's go for it, just in one go.
And now you play the audio again. Oh, wait. You could have listened to it again.
Yeah, but just to
Made of
you see,
nuts.
I wasn't
Look, now
sure
you put
not
it
or
singular,
not.
and now it's plural.
Yes. September. I put a dot. Oh no.
Bueno, ya, pero por ejemplo, eso no hubiera contado, o sea,
Why
tampoco.
not?
O sea, no, o sea, ya pues eso estaba bien.
No.
No sé para qué le puso el period.
Yeah, because it was end of the period.
My goodness. And then,
And to send messages, it was secret. I was writing secret. You saw me.
oh my God.
Messages. Well, secret message.
They
Because
ate it.
they ate it. I think it was wrong, and the other was slight. But you see, you're right, because the more you practice, you can afinar el oído.
Of course. It's just like a muscle.
How do you say afinar el oído?
Well,
you get used to.
Yes, you train your ear. That's basically what you're doing. You're training your ear. Yeah, that's basically what it is. You're training your ear in order to identify other sounds that you haven't been able to identify before. And then, you know, the fact that it's happening to you again, where you think it's singular or plural, that means that we're not understanding like the S's. Also think about the verbs in the sentence of the structure, because if we're talking in plural, of course it's going to be plural, even if you did not hear the S, you know. So all of those things you can do when you are reading before listening to the audio, so that you can definitely double check. Okay. And once you write, of course, you can go back and review and like read it with the gap already filled and make sure that it makes sense, because sometimes we don't do that, and then we just do it, and then we miss out like those little things. For example, in there, you could have gotten nuts very well.
Yes, nuts. Probably
in
check
September.
the dot in September.
Only missed
I was
one.
writing sick. No, I don't remember. We need to check on the video.
For
But
example,
I think
in this
I
case,
started writing secret, but I put messages.
But in this case, you see, you put messages. So I think in that case, you do get partial credit.
Okay.
Yes. So there are ways. I think you did very well in this one.
Yeah, it was just to see, you know, at first. And
that already gives you, look, this is just the second practice that you're doing, and you're already improving. Like you are already seeing, like, for example, out of those 3 mistakes that you made, 2 of them could have been avoided, and you only listened once. You didn't listen to the 2 times. You see? So it's already.
I just wanted to, like, not because to be in a hurry, but just to see what did I get at first instance, only if I had just one chance. Exactly.
Right. So what I'm trying to say.
One
yes.
second.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Is that I remember. Do you remember I mentioned that I was hold on one second.
Hello. Hello, how are you guys doing?
We're doing just fine. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I am Carola's brother, younger brother. Yeah, how are
Oh,
you doing?
nice to meet you, Carola.
Nice to
Oh,
meet you. Are you
Carola's brother.
Carol's brother? Yeah, Javier. Javier. Yeah. Are you the teacher?
Yes, I'm the teacher.
Oh, are you?
I don't
Are
look
you?
like a
Okay.
teacher. I don't look like one.
No, I didn't know. I was just wondering whether you were
Yes,
the. Yeah.
yes. We are
How are
practicing
you?
for possible B2 exam.
Oh, right.
And
Yes.
hopefully, yes. That's basically what we're practicing right now. It's a Cambridge exam that fit teachers and workers are gonna be taken hopefully December, if not in January. So
All right. Well, was it you two only in this class right now, or is it?
usually we should be much,
All
many
right.
more people here, but
Uh-huh.
Carola is one of the very good students that I have that
Yeah,
actually
yeah, I can say that definitely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's good. Well, of course, let's say I have had a friend before that she's told me, okay, I want to improve my English, and I said, yes, at least watch some Netflix in English so you can. But she never did anything. So I wonder how she would expect to improve her English if at least she didn't do anything. So that's what I was wondering. Then where's the rest
Carola's
of the?
good. Carola's pretty good. Carola's
Yeah,
pretty good.
yeah. But definitely, I agree with you. What I'm thinking is, where is the rest of the people that? Because
What can
I
I
thought
tell
that
you?
yes,
I wonder the same thing actually. I wonder the same thing. And there's only so much we can do now, and then with these
yeah,
power outages that people are experiencing in the country, there's only so much that we can ask for. And yeah, so I just do what I can with the people that I
yeah,
have, and then you
yeah,
just go from
definitely.
there.
Well, I suppose whenever they fail the exam, then tell them I told you should have come to the class.
That's right. That's right, Javier.
Yes. Okay. So very
This is
nice.
my baby brother.
Yeah.
Yes, we just said hi. He said hi. I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
Very nice talking to you. I'm just gonna go back to do some homework. Yeah.
Okay, nice to
I shall
meet
see you later.
you. Bye-bye.
This is this is what I mentioned to you. Remember, for giving for Thanksgiving, the person
Oh,
just giving them to me. They're delivering. It's beautiful. I give you the
nice.
it's but the message is blessed, beautiful and blessed,
Oh, nice.
or made with a purpose,
Nice.
or this is for a priest, King of Kings. There are plenty of good women, but you, como tú las superas a todas.
You,
I don't know.
yeah,
No,
you outdo them. You outdo them.
how do them? Yes. Well, sort of like it. It's good.
Yes.
It's good. Yes, I
Okay,
like it.
so your brother has a different accent. He has a British accent.
Yes, because we lived in the UK. I was in the UK from 2002 to 2010, but he lived there
Okay.
for very long. He lived in Birmingham, and now he's living in Germany.
Okay. Uy,
So
German.
yeah, yes. So, but because of my father's condition, right? My brothers came to have a time with my father as well.
That's good. That's amazing. That's good.
Exactly. And he decided like to take another master's in finance in Germany. So he's all
Doing
with all his
homework.
paperwork in order, exactly, and to live with my brother and to see if any opportunity arises over there.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah,
Very
but
nice. Very nice.
he lived in in the UK for a long time. I think until 2015 or 17. I don't remember. For very long
Okay.
time.
That was nice. He's like, are you the teacher? He was surprised.
Say, talk to my teacher and apologize.
I was like, are you the teacher? I was like, yes, I don't look like one. He's like, no, no. I was like,
He's very
I was laughing.
talkative. Yeah,
That
he's
was
serious.
funny.
He's very serious, but when you make click with him, he's like very, very talkative, and he's like
No, it
my
was nice.
I tell them my baby brother.
It was
and
nice to listen to a different accent. You know, I speak very
Yeah.
American. I speak very American. It's a boring accent, but when you hear that kind of accent, you know,
Yes.
oh, sounds
I think it's
nice.
a really good chance he has.
He does. So you have somebody to practice at home with, Carola. Talk to him in English all the time.
Oh, very good.
You have
I'm
somebody to
going
practice with. Claro.
Mhm. I'm going to tell him.
Talk to him in
He's
English.
he's very angry. He's very serious. So I cannot
Oh,
make any jokes, and I cannot tell he's my baby brother because he's already a grown-up man. You know, like I'm talking to something, but something, whatever. For example, today the quarrel or la pelea entre hermanos, say like the disagreement. The
yeah.
disagreement was that my father wanted to do something, and I said the opposite to the lady who helped us at home.
Mhm.
And then my father was angry with me, with the lady. Él amenazó. ¿Cómo se dice amenazó?
Threatened.
Um,
Threatened.
¿ah? He
He
threatened,
threatened her.
he threatened
Threatened
her.
her. Threatened
Uh-huh.
her. Like this.
Yes, he
If it
threatened,
is in the past tense, threatened her.
yes. He
Wait,
threatened,
no, sin H, sin H, sin H. Sorry. Threaten. Threat.
threatened, mhm. Threatened. Yes, in past. Threatened. Threatened, right?
Threaten.
He threatened her. So, ooh, you know. And then he said, like,
My
okay,
goodness.
let's negotiate. What is non-negotiable? That is like he doesn't want to take his medicine. That is non-negotiable. He has to take the medicine. He doesn't
Claro.
want to get a bath, for example. And the lady say he doesn't want to take a bath. So it's not acceptable because she is in charge of having the day-to-day, like hygiene of my father. And you know, like I come back and then I have to do everything.
Of course. That's not okay.
That's not the point of having
The
someone
point
on
is to
pay.
get help. Yeah, if you're gonna
Exactly.
have help, then it needs to
Yeah.
help you, you know?
Exactly, and to do exactly. So then I say something, and my father said the opposite, and so all the quarrel, all the disagreement in the house.
Oh my God.
Yes, exactly. So, for example, I say, I'm in the class, please help me. Someone is going to come to deliver these t-shirts, and they say, but I didn't hear anything. But I'm messaging you, please, like be alert.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So
But
it's
that's us women, you know, like as householders, as house managers, because that's basically what we do. Like even if we are not there doing the cleaning, if we're not there, we need to be in charge of like being able to manage somebody else who's doing it and do it the way you want it done. Not only that, but you also like you because you're not in touch with like it happens to me, for example, like I don't do the cleaning, I don't do the cooking, I don't do anything because all I do is work every day, all day. So what is it? So what is it that I need to know? I need that person that helps me, which is my cousin. She helps me with my daughter. I was like, I tell her, I was like, don't expect me to know that there's no toilet paper. And it should never happen. It should never happen that I don't have toilet paper. It should never happen that I don't have soap to wash dishes. Like it's your job because you're in touch with it.
that.
So then you need to make me a shopping list at the end of the week. Grace, we only and don't expect like to have this little bit of soap to tell me, hi, we're not gonna have any. No, 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 no. You tell me when we only have one left, one new
Yes.
one left, so that I
Yes.
know that we have some in stock. I
Sometimes,
hate it.
yes, or
I
sometimes you,
hate it when I am like running out of something and then we
Mhm.
literally are out of salt, for example. I'm
yes,
about to cook and then what do you mean there's no salt? How come we don't have salt in here? Because
Mhm.
when you put the last little bit of the bag that we have from salt in the little tacho that I have of salt, then you say, watch out, we don't have no more salt. Yeah.
Exactly.
So then I
I think
bring a
it's
big bag.
because you are an strategic person, you always plan something, but he's just a week here. Remember, I mentioned that that's why I can be here, because there is someone there taking care, apparently, or at least there is someone, at
Watching.
least someone else watching, exactly, because he may fall, doesn't walk well, whatever. So they say, please, you cover me, because I want to take these classes now, because I couldn't before. Always someone came to take care
Was
every
crazy.
day, giving tea or giving the pills, whatever. He's always doing something else. And it's not professional, or at least I cannot concentrate, isn't it? So I cannot desperdiciar.
Waste.
I cannot waste the opportunity, right? That I think is great.
Or I cannot miss. This is better. I cannot
Mhm.
miss on the opportunity.
Yes, I cannot miss on the opportunity, because it's a good opportunity, but also it's hard for us, like twice a week or every day, even every day, like to do something else, but additional to our working hours. So
I know, and I
so-
understand that. That's something that your brother was asking me. He's like, where's everybody else? Where are all the other students? And I was
Mhm.
like, you know what? Now with these times of power outages, like there's only so much that is spoiled, and the FIG can really make people do, like, and like you just said, how can it's like the FIG is just making it available to you, FIG is paying for this service.
Yes.
And you are given this opportunity of having a class, and then since I don't have that many students, I am pretty much catering our classes to your needs.
Yes, exactly.
And that's not,
because it's like if I want to take that in December, then I need to like level up a little bit. Probably
yes,
it's like I had the skills, but they are
a little rusty.
they are rusty, right? So I can wake them up, because I live for a long time.
I am
in
very
the UK.
confident that you can do. You're very disciplined, so I definitely am very confident that you could make it. I definitely
Yeah.
think that you can make it. And then I need to send that email.
The
I
thing,
need to send that email to Miss Karen and El Decano, Eddie, about whether or not people are going to take the exam, because if that is the case, then I need to provide all the information, all the details, for you guys to sign up, and so that I can have.
Yes, and also is to make good of resources, because it's not like, okay, you have something there, if you want, take it, or if you doesn't, just
Then I feel
waste
kind
it.
of bad also, because
No,
I want
because
to give
it's like,
results. I
yeah,
want to give results.
exactly.
I want to
But
give
what was
results.
my point? Because I told you from the beginning, I know I around the level, but I want to use the opportunity to level up, and to, even if I can, to improve. However, I was not taking into account this situation at
Yeah,
home.
I mean, life
it's
happens. Life happens.
It's like this every day. I couldn't, because I was doing something else, and then somebody called, somebody whatever, or himself. Bring me a glass of something. I don't want this. I want that. There is no light. There is light. Put on the TV. Change my channel. Things like that.
Yeah,
So how can I
it
be
is
concentrated
tough.
in anything?
It is tough. It is a tough situation, definitely so.
Yes.
Well, I'm just glad that today we had the time, like you said, to set up a strategy.
Yes.
To set up a strategy and for practice. And you have the tools now. You have the tools.
I
You have
like that link. What is the link?
You can save it as a bookmark, Carola, in your computer. Save it as a bookmark. You know how to do that?
No, how?
I can show you. Look, share your screen.
Okay.
Yes,
Here?
okay, so you go up there donde están los tres puntitos, sí, ahí. Y ahí dice, ¿dónde está? ¿Dónde está más abajo? Ayuda, comentarios, no. Es que es que sabe que anclar la barra de tareas, no, espérese, no es ese, anclar la barra de tareas, no. ¿Dónde está? Es que no sé cómo se dice en español, porque está más herramientas, no,
¿No será
aspectos.
aquí, en esta?
Ahí, ajá, exacto, ahí, barra de favoritos. Ahí póngale
Ya.
el signo de más, la estrellita con el signo de más. Allá
La
arribita donde dice
estrellita.
favoritos a la parte derecha. No, arribita en la parte derecha.
Ah,
Arribita
aquí ya. Ok.
Ajá,
Ah,
ahí.
ok.
Ya,
Ya,
ahí
ya,
usted
ya.
ya la añadió a su lista de barra de favoritos. Ya,
Ok.
y lo mismo puede hacer con la otra página de Flow Joe. Vaya a la página de Flow Joe y también guárdela.
Aquí está. Aquí.
Ajá,
Ya,
puede también
aquí.
incluso guardar ahí el Cambridge Dictionary, también lo puede guardar ahí.
No, that was Flow Yo. That was Flow
Usted
Yo.
puso ayer, o vaya directamente a,
The one that we had yesterday was
yo estaba más arriba, greycito.
yes, the one that we had yesterday. The English. That was the exam.
No, más
This one was
arribita.
also.
El
was-
Write and Improve también lo puede poner ahí. O sea, para
no,
que ya los tenga ahí, entonces cuando usted lo abra, clic, clic, ya se abren las
this one,
plataformas.
Write and Improve. That was also useful for the
Ajá,
writing.
correcto. Entonces ya usted sabe, mire, tiene una para el listening, tiene una para writing, tiene una para el reading and use of English. Y speaking, you have me, because you meet with me in the classes. For the
Yeah.
speaking parts. Ajá.
Yeah,
And
because
then
I did, what did
entonces, eso, haga lo mismo, pues entonces ahí
You
póngale los
see?
tres puntitos y añádale.
Sí, you see, I got,
Ah, ya, mire.
yes. And
Good job. You did it. Amazing.
yes, I
Good. Great.
checked it and then but even though it's B2,
Ah,
I didn't get more marks, but never mind, at least it's the level, no below that.
claro, claro, pero por supuesto. A ver,
Mhm.
póngale ahí los tres puntos y añada también write and improve.
Yes, this is writing improve, yeah.
Eso, muy
Yeah.
bien, excelente.
And the
excelente.
Cambridge, and the one.
Cambridge
and
Dictionary.
the
Ajá.
Cambridge Dictionary. Yes, I had that. Cambridge Dictionary. This one, right?
Correct.
I need to sign up.
And then I'm getting kind of sick. I'm trying to I don't know if you hear my voice is kind of like
Yes.
rust. I don't know what happened. Since yesterday, I was not speaking like this. Today, está así como que tengo una voz media ronca, media sexy por ahí. Crazy. Oops. Es que tiene que ser una Google,
Login.
creo.
No, I already signed up.
Ah, ya.
Okay.
You should put keep in login.
Okay.
Ya,
Yes.
ahí está.
That is the one that I have to do. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. The FCE is for the listening, the FlowJo for other tests.
The reading y use of English.
The reading and the copy. Okay. Have the,
Mhm.
okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much. See you next Monday.
Okay.
God willing.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you for
Have a
today.
wonderful evening, Carola.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.
Remember, Janice said she has to tell me something amazing next Monday.
Ah, yes. She is very talkative. Oh my goodness, she talks forever. Okay. Bye-bye.